Hello and welcome to this week's video. After the busyness of the cold last weekend, thought I'd decide to get back out in the woodlands. We've had some pretty heavy rain the last few days. It's quite calm. I came up into the woods. We had some heavy rain early this morning, hoping that it may have created a bit of mist in the trees, but unfortunately not. The sun is breaking through, but it is giving us some nice light. So let's go for a walk and see what compositions we can see. So let's go. Okay, so it just goes to show you don't have to wander too far off the main track. As you can see behind me here, literally just wandering up through the main forestry track and looking at a composition, looking up into the woodland itself. Let me spin you around, let you see the composition. Okay, so I've got a couple of things that's catching my eye. One is this tree here with the light just breaking on it, and also there's another tree just over there with some roots coming down that I'm going to have a look at after this shot. But for this shot, I've just set this tree up just on the left hand third, just setting the exposure for the brightness on this tree so that nothing blows out, and then I will take another shot to pick up some detail in the background so that I can blend that in afterwards as well as. So I'm actually going to shoot at quite a wide aperture. I'm shooting at f5 just to focus on this tree, and then that'll just soften the background a bit. So shooting at f5 and shooting at a quarter of a second at ISO 64. Okay, so we just get this shot, and then I'm gonna go and have a look at that other tree over there with those roots. Okay, so over that previous shot, similar exposure. I have closed the aperture down to 7.1 just to give myself a little bit more depth of field. Using these roots here coming in from the bottom left hand corner of the shot, which leads us up into the tree. We've got a little bit of a pathway to one side as well that's leading us up in behind it. So again, taking a shot, we are now shooting at f7.1. 1/3 of a second. Light's just changed slightly. Focusing on that tree, zooming in, getting a nice sharp focus, get the shot. Okay, so if those two shots come out okay, I'll put them up, let you have a look. So this sun's got quite bright, quite high, so I've come right up into the canopy of the trees. Although this Osmo's lighting it up, it's actually quite dark in here. Just getting the light picking up on these tree trunks. So setting up this composition. Really quite liking the atmosphere mood in this shot. If you can see on the composition there, I've got this tree that bends around that I've kept on the right hand side of the frame. Some more trees here on the left hand side of the frame which are just leaning into the shot slightly, and then trees up through are the ones that are bending and leaning in, just holding the shot together, and then like a leading line disappearing off right up between the middle of the trees. So as you can see there in the back of the camera, that's the composition. Take exposure down slightly so that you can see it properly on this Osmo. So, but I'm actually shooting for the exposure in the shot, f9, 1/3 of a second, ISO 64. Yeah, quite liking the look of this shot. So after those early morning storms and the total cloud cover, it's now perfectly clear skies, really harsh sunlight. It's now coming up to sort of midday, so it's the highest of the sun as well. We're getting the brightest part of the day, so to get around those conditions, I don't like harsh sunlight in the sort of outside, so get into the woodland. Like I said earlier on in that earlier shot, get into the woodland, let the canopy of the woodland shade you, and then you can control your conditions a lot better. Right, see if we can find some more compositions. Okay, so regular viewers to the channel may recall that a few weeks back, myself and Martin went down to a walk down at Dulverton to check it out, ready for the autumn colours, because the trees seem to be turning quite quick. And as you mentioned in that video, that I reckon it was only going to be a few weeks before autumn arrived and it was going to be early. Oh. Since then, we've had some rain and everything seems to have sort of stopped. Some of the trees have even greened back up again a little bit more. So, looks like we're going to have to wait a few more weeks for the autumn colours. But until then, we can keep scouting. Right, so this shot, I'm really not sure if it's going to work or not. I am really in the thickness of the woodland now. This is sort of untrimmed copse. It's not been thinned out. I've had to sort of almost whack my way through. But right in the middle of it, I've got this old mossy tree stump that the light is just shining straight on it. So, and it is really dark in behind. It's not really showing on here because the Osmo's adjusting to the light and picking up on adjusting to the darkness. So I'm going to get the shot. Not sure if it's going to work. Either way, I'll put it up and let me know your thoughts. So, walk in the woods, far better than being out in these busy locations that are just absolutely swamped with people and photographers. So, if you want a nice peaceful bit of photography, nice peaceful walk, get yourself out in the woods. Okay, so didn't get quite as many shots as might have hoped, but a nice pleasant walk and got out. Got some fresh air. So thanks again for watching. If you're new to the channel, please check out some of my other videos, and if you like what you're seeing, hit that subscription button and the notification bell to keep up with the latest content. And drop the video a thumbs up, because that really does help the analytics on the channel and the search options. Also drop a comment down below. Again, it's always great to get some feedback, and it does help the channel. So once again, thanks again for watching. Till next time, take it easy.